In my last video, I said that I was going to talk with my next video about Iron Man 3. So, here's my thoughts, and this is the second movie I saw this summer, Iron Man 3. My thoughts on Iron Man 3, and I'm entitled to my opinion, of course, is I didn't like Iron Man 3. I thought Iron Man 3 had high expectations, and to me it was like a letdown because they didn't live up to their expectations. There was no way that I was comparing Iron Man 3 to the Avengers because that's just completely unfair. But to me, the Iron Man franchise as a whole, to me, when you do a franchise or 3 movies or a sequel and a movie after a sequel becomes a trilogy, to me, it's supposed to get better as the series goes on. In my opinion, it kind of goes down a little bit and then completely downhill from there. And to me, Iron Man 3 was just a big disappointment. First disappointment, the fact that War Machine was not really in the movie that much. That to me is the biggest disappointment, Not War Machine, but the Iron Patriot. My thought is that the President of the United States was probably in the Iron Patriot suit more than, Stark's friend, Rhodes. That was to me a major that was to me, it was disappointing, but it wasn't like a major disappointment. I'm saving my major disappointment for the end of this video here. Another disappointment was that Tony Stark, in the beginning, is suiting all up and you're like getting excited, and you think that this new suit is going to be like his greatest creation ever. And then when the Mandarin attack his house and just blow it to shreds, we find out from Jarvis that the suit is still a prototype and it can't even fly. Well, let's go back to the first movie where his suit was a prototype too, and it could fly. So, and let's go to the Avengers when he made a new prototype suit and it flew right out of Stark Tower into the streets of New York City. Well, not really in the streets, but the point is he made prototypes before and they did a good job. They can fly. So all of a sudden we get to the Mark 42 and the thing can't fly. And then it flies and it just shoots him all the way across the United States basically. And there's a scene in the movie where he's trying to be, I don't know, it was a boring moment for me. Now, I like to see Tony Stark use his brain and think and, become Tony Stark. I like to see Tony Stark. But the thing is, it's kind of like The Dark Knight Rises, where in this short moment where he's not Batman and he's not Iron Man, that to me, those moments were boring. They drag on. That's another thing is to me, Iron Man 3 dragged on a lot. To me, it was really boring. There was these really boring moments. And to me, the movie can be cut down a kind of bit. And then maybe if some things are cut out, or let's say they don't want to cut things out, but some things are added to give, to me, the movie was lacking. Okay, the movie was just lacking a lot. So, in my opinion, that Iron Man 3 was a drag on. It dragged on a lot of places. It was boring and a huge disappointment. Now, another disappointment is my final disappointment, and to me, this disappointment is the kind of disappointment that either you can go with it and go, yeah, I believe it, that's understandable, or to other fans, to other fans, they will be like, I'm done. I'm done with Iron Man. I'm done with the whole thing. And I personally, I'm not completely done, but I am done with Iron Man and Iron Man alone. Because, you see Thor, okay? You watch Thor, Loki is a mystical god. They're all mystical gods. And they pulled off the character so much, you believed it that they were real. We all know they're not, but you believed it by watching it that they could be real. Now, the Mandarin, from his comic book origin, is mystical too. So, this is what upset me, is they brought Thor and Loki and Odin to life in Thor, but the Mandarin, that's it. The Mandarin, to me, was an actor in the movie, and to me, the reveal of who the Mandarin really was a big disappointment. So, anyway, I just didn't like the fact in the movie that the Mandarin was fake. So, overall, Iron Man 3 was a humongous, overhyped, and a big disappointment. But I'll still buy Iron Man 3 because of the twist, the different perspective. Kind of like when I bought Batman and Robin and Spider-Man 3. Didn't love them, but I bought them for the interesting perspective of how things happened in the movie. So, sometimes I buy the movie just because it's someone's different viewpoint, it's a different director, and it's a different perspective. But in no means, I thought Iron Man 3, I didn't think it was great. I thought it was a good movie, but not great. Anyway, next time.